6:30 on Monday, September 14th. Josh and I have been hunting since Friday. I apologize for this being the first entry, but this really is only the second momentous thing that happened. On day one, on Friday, when Josh showed up, we called a bull in to under 100 yards. I was speaking to Josh. There he is. We called a bull into under 100 yards, but we screwed it up, and it figured out we were there, and alarm barked and left. We basically chased it away. We didn't want to kill that one. We spent the next 2 days screwing around, kind of finding unproductive spots, taking unproductive hikes, and running into a lot of other trucks and people and whatnot. Monday dawned, and we actually started the earliest that we actually got us started.
Before dawn.
We actually left the camper before dawn, although dawn was delayed because of the massive, thick smoke, which I don't know if you can see that, but we're getting some crazy California smoke here this week. It just showed up yesterday. We were on our way to where we were going to park, and we stopped to look at our map to figure out which road to take, and Josh said, "Oh, looks like an elk out there." Grabbed his binocs, and we knocked it up, and sure enough, it was a bull elk out in the sagebrush, kind of just doing whatever bull elk do in the sagebrush.
Walking around.
Exactly. Walking around, feeding, taking his good old time, but heading towards the mountain. So, to make a short story long, we watched him for a while, got set up, went and parked down below him, tried to do an end around and get ahead of him, but we never did hear him. We think we know where he was headed to bed, where he went to bed. So we climbed this insane mountain. What elevation are we at anyway? I didn't look to see where it was when I hit him.
91, maybe.
Are we at 91? God, the truck is parked at something insanely low, like
73.
7,000. We've climbed like some insane elevation to get here. Basically just trying to get around this bull that we saw.
Here.
We're at 9,000. What do you think?
89.75.
All right, we'll call it 9,000. Anyway, we parked at the bottom. We walked all the way to the top of this stinking mountain, basically just trying to get around this bull. That was what we were doing. But it was good sign the whole way. I mean, Josh,
Truck's at like 75.
trucks, that's not that bad, honestly. I thought it was lower than that. So we only climbed like 1,500. That's not bad. I thought it was more. Anyway, we were in good sign the whole way. I mean, the sign was great. I mean, even where we're sitting here right now, I'm just going to do this. I don't know if you can see that, but
1,500 feet, but it's only 0.84 miles straight line distance to the truck.
I mean, there's poop and there's chewed off grass right there, and it's been trails the whole way here. I mean, the sign here has been flipping phenomenal. Almost since we walked out of the truck, it's been a great sign.
It smells like elk.
It smelled elk.
Sign.
But anyway, now you're wondering why I'm just kind of rambling on. So I was kind of leading the way. We were coming around. We were going to bugle on the other side of this little point that we're on. And I looked up, and sure enough, there was a cow elk bedded under a pine tree looking at me, not that far away, in definite bow range. So I gave Josh the signal to stand still for a second, pulled out an arrow, knocked it, drew, and when I drew the bow, she stood up, but didn't run. I gave my quick yardage judge, my estimation on the yardage, and let an arrow loose, and we both heard the hit. So the elk has been hit, and it took off to the left. And it looked, from both of our perspectives, very good left and right. We're just not sure about the up and down parts because I misjudged the distance. I guessed and I held for 40. And when I ranged it, it was just under 50. I mean, I ranged the tree, it was standing in front of it 50. So it was probably like, 48, something like that. And it did look a bit low to me, but not crazy low.
It sounded like a cavity thud.
Yeah,
though.
exactly. It did sound like a cavity thud, so not crazy low, but just a bit low. Anyway, we don't know yet. We've given it, that was about 30, 35 minutes ago. Shortly here, we're going to put our packs on and go up and begin the track job. Because, that kind of it was really good front back, maybe a little, don't know about the up down. That kind of a hit to me doesn't suggest we need to wait hours and hours. I think we've waited long enough. It's probably either dead or it's not, the way I see it.
45 minutes.
Yeah, so we're going to begin the track job. Anything else you want to add, Josh?
We still know where that bull's bedded, so we're going to
That's
find
right.
this, and then we're going to go kill a bull.
Exactly. After we find this, we got to go kill that bull yet
Super
too.
easy pack, only 1,500 feet down and
Exactly.
3/4 of a mile.
Exactly, and I don't know if you see how fucking steep it is. Oops, I don't know if I can see how steep it is from up here, but it's really, I like to keep it rated G for audiences, but it's really steep getting up. Anyway, so yeah, maybe finding it will be the worst thing that we could do today. we might regret finding it.
It's possible that it
Yes.
rolled down the hill all the way
Yes,
to the trail.
we're actually hoping it died and rolled down the hill, which is very possible, as a matter of fact. All right, we'll update you later.